Good morning, everybody. It's great to be with you again. Last night I was able to meet with two of our parishioners who have been with us for a couple of years as graduate students, Fulbright scholars at RIT, and are now moving on to another part of their lives. Hilaire and Cyril, who have been friends of ours here at St. Anne's for 2 years now, and are now moving on to the next phase of their lives. So we were able to meet and chat and talk about what God's been doing in their life the last couple of years here and where they're headed. And it reminded me so much of what a gift so many of our parishioners are to us here in St. Anne and Our Lady of Lourdes. And even though some people are only able to be with us for a couple of years, whether they be medical students or graduate students or undergraduate students at the U of R or RIT or elsewhere, they are a great gift to us as a parish. And I'm so grateful for the chance of having to know Cyril and Hilaire these last couple of years. So we were sitting chatting at a socially distanced and a safe point from each other, but able to share a little bit. And I was asking them, telling them about the chance to talk with other people today and asking them what would they like to hear from somebody like me at St. Anne's. And they said, you know, there's so many things going on in the community with the protest marches and the disturbances. They felt that it was really important to talk about something like that and to reassure people that God was still in control and we don't have to be afraid. Got me thinking about the news this week and all of the things that are going on nationwide, which we're living in very, very important moments in our country's history. And it's a great moment to sit and think about what is God trying to talk to us about. As I look at the demonstrations that are taking place across the country, I'm reminded first of all of the great work that most of our police are doing every day. One of my joys when I first got to St. Anne was when one of our parishioners arranged for me to do a drive-along with the Rochester City Police on North Clinton for 8 hours, as several of them were making their rounds that day, and I got a chance to see life from their perspective and appreciate all the good work that they do. I came away with such high respect and regard for what they're doing every day and working with people, the conflict resolution that they spend so much of their time working on in high-risk communities. So I'm very grateful for all of that. And yet at the same time, we have to listen to what else is going on. And I know sometimes it can be fearful because a lot of the images on TV are of some of the looting and the destruction that has accompanied it. And but we have to listen to the voice of the nonviolent protesters to ask them what is it that they want to say to us these days. And as a white American, I have to listen to the voice of our Black American brothers and sisters as they are out there trying to communicate with us. And in these moments, I think my task is to simply listen and say, what is your experience and what is it you're trying to say to us as a country? If I were a Muslim and I wanted to know more about the Catholic faith, I would hope that I would not just talk to other Muslims about Catholicism and Christianity, but I would actually come and meet with real Catholics and say, tell us about your faith. And even better, if they were to go to a priest, someone who has made their life work of becoming a leader in the Catholic faith, and say, explain to us what you believe. And I think in the same way as the white community, the majority white community in this country, at this moment, it would be so helpful if all of us took time to turn to our African American friends, and especially the leaders of the African American community, and say, what is it that you're trying to talk to us about this week? What is it that you're trying to tell us as white Americans, so that we can come together and move our country forward to a better place. And I'm also reminded at the end of the day, at these moments that, we've been in difficult places before as a country, and we've come through and we've made progress, and we are a great country. Last week on the daily readings, we were moving forward with readings from the Gospel of John, and I was really struck at the end of Jesus's sermon, or not sermon, but his high priestly prayer at the Last Supper, that he ends on a very compelling note where he says, in the world you will have tribulation, but be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world. And those are the words that I cling to and I hold on to tightly this week as I watch the images, I see what's happening in our community and other communities around the country, that these are important times. I need to listen, but I also need to not be afraid and to have faith in our country, faith in the goodness of the vast majority of our people, and have faith in God, that God will help us through these times, and that I can be of good cheer, because at the end of the day, Jesus has overcome the world.